You know, I hate this Zoey bitch. I hate her, I hate her, I hate her. She's been doing this for years, and no one's onto her game.
It's a gimmick.
This started when we were working in Boston. She'd be the last person to cross the line at the Boston Marathon. And now she just kind of goes to these big marathons across America, and she is the last person to cross the line every single year. And the media does not pick up on this, and they act like it's she's doing it for the first time.
It's so brave and courageous that she's completing this.
Look,
the drive she has.
Look, she has MS, but she's an attention getter. All right? I mean, someone has to call her out on this. Okay? Last the one home and proud of it. Here it is again. The last runner home in this year's New York City Marathon. They ran the New York City Marathon Sunday morning. Sunday morning, okay? Yeah. The last runner home, first of all, it's not a runner. She walks the whole thing. I think if you're not running the race, you should be disqualified.
Uh-huh.
That's what the marathon was all about. It's a race.
Yeah.
Okay?
Good point.
The last runner home in this year's New York City Marathon finished in a record slow time of 29 hours and 15 minutes yesterday morning. But MS sufferer Zoey Kaplowitz believes she's a winner, everybody. She does this every year, and she purposely makes sure she's the last one to cross the line, and that's what I have a problem with. Mm-hmm. She's not really running the race and just happens to be, the slowest runner. Mm-hmm. Her whole goal is to cross the line last, so she gets the attention.
Yeah.
And you could say whatever you want because she has MS and stuff, but she's an attention getter.
Does she actually, let me ask you a question, does she actually go the whole time, or does she take a break? I can't picture someone with MS, with that awful walk they do, the leg drag, doing 29 hours of walking.
I'm certain there are breaks in there.
And you know what? There's people that are, they want to go home, but it's all about her. And you got the cops, the NYPD, they have to follow the last runners in and make sure no one else is on the course. So now these cops have to sit around for 29 hours as she's slowly but surely making her way around the course.
They probably love the OT, and we love paying for it.
The 56-year-old veteran of 17 consecutive New York marathons crossed the Central Park finish line at 10:30 a.m. yesterday, Anthony. And then here's the quote. It's not always about being first. It's about giving it everything you've got. And I certainly did that, she told the Post. She did it.
She's got.
Does it always have to be about being last? Turnip legs? I've really had enough of this bitch.
And
old rutabaga legs.
And she's fully aware. She's fully aware that there's no one behind her. We should have entered somebody to be slower than her. Just to watch her cry at the finish line.
That is what we must do next year. We will... Oh, a little musical interlude. Is this Chariots of Fire?
Of course it is.
We should get somebody that just paces her and lets her go in front. Do you think there'll be a standoff at the finish line?
We can get Steve. Make him walk the marathon with a martini in his hand the whole time.
Earl. And then you can just wait there and go, no, after you.
Right.
And make her cross the finish line, and then our guy can cross and be the last guy.
And then they'll write stories about him.
Right.
And he'll be all over the TV.
If she refuses to go, is she in a wheelchair?
No,
I was going to say, you could just push her right across the finish line. Hey, you win.
Honestly, she looks pretty pathetic. She's got the crutches with the...
Oh, the metal-braced crutches?
Yeah, But I see right through her. She's all, dramatic as she's crossing the line. She's been doing this every year.
Yeah.
She knows the game.
She knows what works for the press.
Of course.
Yeah.
What's her last name again?
Kaplowitz?
Ugh. Just bothers me.
What a pretty name.
It's Zoey Kaplowitz. Jesus, your legs shouldn't work if that's your name.
Anthony and I have been following her little story for years, and sure enough, we get in and they're showing her cross the line. I'm like, not her again. Which means she's doing it on purpose every year.
Hey, what happened to Uta Pippig?
Uta Pippig?
Remember her?
She retired.
Did she retire?
I believe so, yeah.
I remember watching her in the Boston Marathon when we were on the air.
Oh, my God.
She crapped herself, and she had her period at the same time. So she passed us by. We were broadcasting live. She passes us by. We were horrified. As she ran by, we were looking, and blood and crap were dripping down her legs as she's, running and all in pain, just surging for that finish line. Crap and period blood.
Dude,
everyone, down her legs.
We were right on the course, right off on the curve there. Everyone, as she ran by, was like, "Oh my!" You see that? It was just dripping down her
You
legs.
just heard this collective.
Oh,
It was
she passed
brown
everybody.
and red, just flowing down her
Yeah,
legs.
blood from the front, crap from the back, and down her thighs and her calves all the way into her sneakers.
Hey, whatever. What else happened on that fine day, Anthony?
That's when Opie punched somebody.
Live on the air. That's right.
Yeah, we were in a bar.
One of the many times.
Someone was taunting Opie, and he totally faked him out. He started yelling, "What? I can't hear you."
No, I'll tell the story.
The
I
guy's
don't care.
well, it's a quickie.
It's a real quickie. We're at this bar, Marianne's, and we're with all our listeners, hardcore listeners just drinking with us. Aunt and I are even hammered. We're just like broadcasting live. It's a mess. And we're in front of this table, right, with about 1,000 of our listeners around and one ass. And the one ass starts going, "Hey, Howard Stern rules. Howard Stern rules," right? He's trying to get attention. And I'm sizing him up already because the table's about 4 feet wide, so I can't really reach him. So I go, "What?" This is all live in the air. I'm like, "What? I can't hear you. What?" So he starts yelling louder, "Howard Stern rules. Howard Stern rules." And he leans in a little bit. I'm sizing him up. I go, "What? I can't hear you."
Dope walks right into it.
He leans in again. He goes, "I told you." Bam! I clocked him.
The guy totally bit on the "I can't hear you" thing because Opie's like, "What? What?" And the guy just kept getting closer and closer. It's like, "What?" And Opie leans out and like cups his ear, like, "What?" Right when the guy leaned.
And
a
there's
little
audio
closer.
of Anthony because we were doing a break at the time where Anthony goes, "Oh my God, Opie just punched somebody."
Like,
So
he
then
just
all hell breaks loose. This guy had just the fear of death on his eyes because now he's realizing, "Oh my God, I'm in front of 1,000 people that are fans of these guys."
in the wrong camp.
And I just got punched in the face. Then the bouncers grab this guy, put him in some kind of like Master Poe type of hold. And they start dragging him out, and everyone's drunk. I mean, these are hardcore Boston people that love to drink, and everyone starts, punching the guy and giving, pop-shotting the guy on the way out of the place, and they throw him out.
What a fun day that was.
It was unbelievable.
Everyone all drunk.
We're all just
At
hammered.
Boston, they love to drink up there. They love to drink. Everyone's just cocked. I'm watching the marathon. I'm fucking cocked.
They give everyone the day off. They make it
Yeah.
a holiday.
Well, because everything's got to shut down.
Yeah.
Out of
Can't get
control.
through anywhere.
It's the best day of the year in Boston, though. It's
Yeah.
a great day. I think it's always so much fun.